We don't need no education.
My video is about the state of South African education, and I would like to discuss one policy in particular, the reduction of the passing mark in maths and other subjects. Education used to be a top priority in South Africa. Our students shined on the global stage, and most of our children went on to become extremely successful in their respective fields. Well, this was prior to 2005. Prior to 2005, our education system was solid. However, after 2005, there was a gradual collapse. The collapse that is happening has a couple of reasons: inadequate teacher training, corruption, no sufficient support in rural schools, strikes by students and teachers, as well as too little books or not enough course material to teach the subject effectively. Well, the video isn't about the gradual collapse, but what government officials are currently doing that is destroying the credibility of South African education. After 2005, the government realized that students have a serious problem. Due to apartheid, black students had an obvious disadvantage. Thus, officials put in a lot of policies and laws to help black students. However, the more policies they put in place, the more they harmed the students. It's like plugging a wound with a torn bandage. It's a wound that will never heal. The passing rate used to be 15%. However, most of the students weren't performing. So in 2008, instead of rectifying the curriculum, adjusting the materials for each subject, and getting quality teachers to stay in South Africa and not go to greener pastures abroad, the Department of Education decided that they would rather take a different course. They decided to lower the pass mark to 40%. The problem with lowering the pass mark is the fact that a student doesn't even need to study that hard anymore. Students don't know half the material, and this means that their motivation to excel and succeed is gone. Once they leave grade 12, half of the students do not have the adequate literacy or academic standards to succeed in university. This policy has an effect on South Africa's economy, and it puts a lot of strain on university lecturers that need to teach basic foundation skills from scratch. More than 50% of the university courses now include basic writing skills, basic computer skills, and foundation math. The universities are trying to teach these students these skills, but with a pass mark of 40%, what motivation will the students actually have to study? The snowball effect of lowering the pass mark is huge. Teachers lack the motivation to teach a subject, as they know that they need to create unchallenging assessments, and students lack the motivation to learn. Because why should they? Now, the Department of Education cited a few reasons for lowering the pass mark. First, they blamed apartheid. Then, they blamed the teachers. They felt that the teachers weren't adequately trained. And they also felt that the teachers didn't have enough resources and experience to teach certain subjects. However, in my opinion, shouldn't the pass mark be increased to an acceptable level to help the students succeed and become more motivated? According to studies, South Africa has a literacy rate around 60%. That means only 60% of our population has basic reading and writing skills. Do they really think that lowering the pass mark will increase our literacy? Where and how did they establish that? The government is killing education, and they are ruining our children's chances to receive a high standard education. In a recent poll, South Africa was voted the third lowest in education standards in the world. To be placed 138th out of 140 countries really need to raise more concerns. However, instead of improving schools and teaching conditions, the government again lowered the pass mark of math. And they are also considering lowering the pass mark of other subjects. In December 2016, the pass rate for math and math literacy was lowered to 20%. How little does a student need to know to get 20%? If the masses decide to become doctors, would I really trust my life in someone's hands who don't know more than 20% of the work? Most definitely not. Alright, thank you for watching. See you again next time.
Houston, we have a problem.
Amount of 939 million 3,060,000